Natalie asked a question in the group, which I want to answer tonight live for you. She said, how do you package moving services? Or if you have a client who's moving, how would you package being able to manage her move or organize different aspects of that? So there's know me, or if you have heard a few of my other videos or read anything on my website, you might know that I believe in package pricing, meaning that you have an all-inclusive service that includes everything that a client needs before the organizing session and after the organizing session in order to get the job done. So for me, that would mean something like, if her project is about moving, that I would, for example, go to the U-Haul store and pick up boxes for her and kind of have all the supplies that she needs. She would still reimburse me for those supplies or whatever she ended up using. And then I would, take whatever we didn't use back. So that would be kind of like a pre-session shopping. And then if, for example, during our 3-hour session, she decided she was ready to get rid of a lot of stuff and it all needed to go to Goodwill, then I would take those bags or those boxes of items for her and drop them off to go to donation. And then I would bring her back a tax deductible receipt if she wanted that for next time. So that's what I mean when we're talking about all-inclusive packages. So Natalie asked specifically about people who are moving. So Natalie, here's the answer that I want to give to this. So I don't have different prices for different types of projects. Like I really have that all-inclusive packaging price. So my prices don't change whether we are decluttering a closet or whether we are packing up a house or unpacking in a new house. So my whole stance is, if she has purchased a package of services with me, it's really up to her whether she wants to use those for the actual kind of downsizing and going through old storage and getting rid of stuff. Does she want to use the in-home, like one-on-one service with me, her go through stuff, or does she really sincerely want me to help her pack the boxes? Now, I have made it clear to some of my clients in the past who have been moving, like the best way for us to work together is, like, if I come and we do a very focused, 3-hour session on decluttering and getting rid of stuff, and then she either packs her boxes herself or has somebody else come help her just put stuff in the boxes and tape them up. I have told some of my clients, like, the best way for us to work together is to kind of have some like really focused one-on-one sessions, and then in between it would be better for you guys to do some of the packing on your own. But in certain circumstances, especially with one really major move that I have managed, I ended up doing a little bit of that, but then I also, like, when push came to shove and she had family in town and they had other things going on, she's like, can I just leave you here and let you knock this out? Like, I have all the, we have all the supplies, like I really just need this entire closet packed up. So that's one way to look at it is, if you know that you can work super fast on your own, that's one thing that you could offer to her, if that fits the circumstance. But another thing that I want to say about this is that I really think that the best way, in terms of when you ask about packaging a move, I think that the best way for you to position this is for you to be more of like the mastermind strategist behind her entire move. Because I know not every client needs this, but one thing is if somebody is packing up their house and putting it on the market, that what they often need is, do not actually pack away every single thing that they own, because first of all, they need to keep living there, and then maybe they're showing their house for sale and need to have it sort of staged in order to have people come for the showings. And so that is something that I've been able to offer. I mean, not like I don't have a certification in staging or anything, but I've just learned, I've been able to teach myself enough things about it from online resources to be able to help her sort of downsize and declutter and leave like things on shelves that look nice and kind of get rid of those personal items like photos and that kind of thing, so that you are not only helping her pack boxes, because I mean, honestly, she could hire a moving company to do that. But you're not just doing that, you're sort of like helping her strategize the entire process. And so I have done that, where I've been able to kind of work with her realtor and say, okay, here's kind of what is our game plan. Like, we need to have the house staged, kind of ready for showings on this date. And so I will work with her on the sessions leading up to that in order to have it at that perfectly staged point for the realtor to come and take pictures, to list it online. And then after that, I kind of say, okay, next kind of sprint is we need to have every single thing packed so that by the time the house is being sold, she has to be out by a certain time, and we know that we need to have everything either in a storage unit or to the next house, if that's what applies. So I really think that, I mean, as a professional organizer, you may have clients who need packing services, but I really feel like the best use of your time, I mean, in terms of you as the professional, is not to be sitting there and packing boxes. Not saying like you can't do that, but I think if you can kind of say, okay, here's what our big picture is, and I can recommend to you somebody who can come just like by the hour, $10 or $15 an hour, and come pack boxes. If you can have like a referral or a resource to help you come do that, then that can really help her knock out her job much quicker, and it also keeps you as the professional and not like the manual labor. So I hope that makes sense. Another thing I want to say is that in terms of my personal experience, and other people might have different experience than this, I actually have more experience with unpacking people once they have moved than I have, you know, doing the entire like process from end to end, like, you know, decluttering, staging, downsizing, moving, and then unpacking in the new house. So your mileage may vary. You might have different experiences. In terms of the people who I have helped kind of unpack their house and get settled and kind of organize things the right way, those people are often referred to me from their interior designers in their new home. And that's because they've moved into the new house. They know that they don't have the right furniture, right setup for their new place, and they kind of have a sense of like, I have lived in a bunch of places before and I never had it organized the right way, or I never knew how to, you know, like where to lay out my kitchen stuff, and it never quite worked. So when their interior designer is in there talking to them about furniture choices and, you know, wall curtains and everything like that, and they kind of will mention like, what I really need to do right now is just get unpacked and get settled, then that's kind of been the perfect time for the designer to say, I have a great contact for you if you want to just get this knocked out. And she's a professional organizer, and they give the couple or the family my card. So think about that as a networking opportunity. So anytime you are thinking about people who help other people move, those are the people that you want to be connecting with, so that if there are obvious or logical times for them to bring you up to their clients, then they are able to do that, which is really awesome. Okay, Lainey has a comment. I love doing unpacking jobs, and you're right, it is way faster, and to have someone else pack for the hourly rates. Yes, completely agree. I love doing unpacking jobs too, because there's kind of just a sense of excitement. Like, they're in the new house and they want everything to kind of, have a fresh start. Often they've like already purchased new furniture, so they're already in that mindset of like investing in their new home, which is the ideal time for them to have a professional come in, like get them started on the right foot, which is such a great selling point.